I want to explain the difference between AI model and the harness agent or agentic AI tool. Okay, so we have model and then we have also something called AI agent. This is sometimes referred to as a harness. Okay, so I want to explain the difference between these two, because these might sound very simple concepts, but a lot of people still misunderstands these two, and they don't understand how these two works, and what is the interaction between these two, and how these two are related but completely separate concepts. I am explaining this from the coding agent perspective, and most of the time this is what we are seeing when coding agent writes code for you. And this can be translated to other fields as well, like where you are chatting with your AI model using tools like ChatGPT or Claude AI or Gemini. The same concept applies there as well, but the focus of this video is from the coding agent perspective. Okay, so what is AI agent? Let's first start with that. Okay, so we have AI agent, and some examples for this AI agent include like Claude Code. We have also Codex. We have Copilot or GitHub Copilot. We have OpenCode. So these are some of the example for AI agent that we use for coding. People also call them as coding agent. Okay, so these are the agents that we have. So these are also known as agentic harness or AI harness. Okay, so this is what you will be interacting with when you are writing code. This is the tool that you'll be interacting with. This is where you'll be sending your prompt, and this is the code that will be running on your machine to make the coding changes that you want to make, right? So this is the tool which is running on your machine. It can be executed on a remote computer as well, but most of the time you'll have these running on your machine. But there are scenarios where you'll be running them in a remote machines as well, and most of these agents support that mode. And this can also be running in as part of other tools. For example, you can integrate Claude Code or GitHub Copilot in GitHub itself, and they'll go and review your code in GitHub. So there are many different places where you can run these agents or these harnesses, but most of the time in a normal development workflow you'll be running these in a local machine. Okay, then we have something called model. So model is the brain basically. Okay, so you have model is the brain. And what are the examples for models? So we have things like Claude Opus, Sonnet, and we have Haiku, and we have other models like we have Gemini models, and we also have Codex model or GPT models from OpenAI. So these are the models. Okay, so these models are like a brain. This is what has the intelligence. This is what people spend billions to train. So this is like a brain. This is running in a cloud infrastructure of the model provider. So if you are taking Opus will be hosted and provided to you as a service by Anthropic, and Gemini will be from Google, and Codex will be from OpenAI, and so on. So this is the model. So when you run an agent on your machine, when you run an AI agent on your machine and you ask it to do something, then that AI agent is not going to do the task on its own. Okay, because it is not an intelligent model. It is just a code which is running on your machine. It doesn't know what to do. It doesn't understand your code. It doesn't have enough knowledge to understand your code, right? All it can do is it can actually create a bridge between yourself, or the programmer you, and these models, the models that are hosted by these companies. So what happens is we have this AI agent, and then we have this model. Okay, so we have this model. It could be any model. When you're running your AI agent, you'll be able to select the model that you want. So it could be any of those models. what happens is, when you send a prompt, okay, so you can send a prompt, right? You're asking the model to complete a task for you, okay? So you are basically sending a prompt, okay? So you're sending a prompt, and it could be anything. So let's say, for example, it is to fix an issue on your code base, okay? And this AI agent will receive the prompt. It might do some pre-processing of the prompt, but it won't do anything on its own that are intelligent things. It can't comprehend your code, it can't suggest fixes for your code, because this is just a broker sitting between you and the actual model, which is the brain. So what this AI agent will do is, it will pre-process this prompt and it will send this prompt to your model, the model that you have chosen. The model will send back a specifically crafted response back to this AI agent, and that will basically tell this AI agent what to do. So the model might ask for details of some of the files, or it might ask the agent to execute a command on your machine. So it will basically do that for the model, and then it will share the response either back to you if the task is completed, or if it needs more information from you, or it will share that information back to the model, so model can take the next step. Model can let the AI agent know what to do. So let's say, for example, the task you have given is to fix a bug. You want to fix a bug, okay? So you want to fix a bug, and to fix that bug, the model needs to understand your code base, right? It needs to figure out where the bug is, which file has this buggy line of code. So it might ask the AI agent to share the content of this particular file. An AI agent will share the content to the model. Then model will understand that code base and figure out where the issue is. Then it will share that information back to AI agent, and it will also pass an instruction to change particular line. For example, if that line has a buggy code, it might send a response back to AI agent instructing how to fix it. It will send instruction to edit that particular line in the file, and this AI agent, which is running on your machine, will be able to run that code to edit that file. Once that is completed, it will show you a message saying that the task has been completed, and then you can actually test it, or you can even ask AI model to test it. So that is how the whole flow works. Basically, the AI agent is like a broker or harness sitting between you and the actual model. Model is the brain, which has all the intelligent things in it. So this AI agent is sometimes referred to as harness, okay? We also refer to this as harness, because if you think of the harness that we use with the horse, right? So we use that to control the horse, right? We use that to guide the horse in a way that you want it to behave, right? So that is why so that concept applies here as well. So we are using this AI harness or harness agent to get what you want out of the model that you have, because the model is not very focused. It is very intelligent, but it is not just focused on your task. Actually, it may do something different, creative, completely unexpected. We need to get the best out of the model by keeping it focused on the task at hand, right? So that is what these AI agents does, and that is why we sometimes refer to this as harness or AI harness or agent harness, okay? So I hope this is clear, and that is all I wanted to cover in this video. Thank you.